went all the way to the finals. He is absolutely deserving of having this rematch because that's finally his first loss of the tournament. Now they both have one loss, and the winner obviously is going to the Madden Bowl.
All right, so let's Madden. Let's do it again. And Golden against Pavan. Here's the playbooks.
I mean, it's the same stuff, both sides. West Coast playbook, going to be running a lot of punch, but he is going to go to that near and far. If Golden's caught sleeping in a pass formation, he is going to run the ball right up the middle with that Kellen Winslow.
So weird to hear that, but that's exactly right. And as for the other man in this game, Golden Glover, it's going to seem like we're just making a copy of it, but yeah, West Coast and Dolphins again.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm going to be hard on him. What's it even matter that you're running the Dolphins playbook on defense when you're not even looking at what the guy's coming out on offense? But I'm sure he knows it. I'm sure in the last 3 minutes, his boys called him. They hit him up. They said, yo, we got to get this together. You're our guy. You got to get to that finals for us. So I'm sure this game is going to be really, really close.
And in fairness to Golden, as you kind of alluded to, first 6 games of this tournament where he was 6-0, he was averaging 5.5 points a game allowed. So obviously the defense he's been running has worked just fine until Pavan just carved him up like a jack-o'-lantern there. 24 points for that game.
And no adjustments.
With the ball first here. And right away he's got that Torrey Holt to move the chains.
Yeah, that was a tight window. He fit that in, but like I said, with those abilities, he's going to hang on to that ball. But Golden making no adjustment, running the same exact defense he ran the first game. Unless he's mixing in a bunch of heat out of this and sending about 7 or 8, I see the results being completely the same from the first game.
I know it's only one play, but you're right. It doesn't seem like he's made that adjustment quite yet. And this is a Michael Vick card that he has been able to unleash. And yeah, Pavan using Vick to find John Ross to move the chains again.
Yeah, at home, if you're playing Mutt, put that hot route master. If you're playing Rex, Tom Brady has it, but Tom Brady can't run like Michael Vick to get out of the pocket and make that throw. But what he's doing, he's putting these wide receivers on any route in the game because he has this golden ticket, Michael Vick with hot route master.
Things normally only pocket quarterbacks would get. His souped-up version of Michael Vick, Pavan says, is worth every penny. He almost picked up another first down running it.
He is worth every penny. Look what just happened. He went from having the best routes the previous play, then running that play, and oh yeah, Michael Vick can get out of the pocket and go get you about 8 yards when a guy comes in free off of blitzing corner.
So basically, even though we're looking at Vick throwing to Ross and Holt on both sides here, Pavan's got the better version and the better use of his Michael Vick, it seems.
No, absolutely so far, and I'm already seeing better out of Golden. He waited. He's in his run-stopping formation, but he has this Michael Vick with these hot routes. He could do a rollout, crossing route, rollout, corner route, rollout post for a touchdown.
Holt was a man who was wide to the left, and it all collapses. Down goes Michael Vick.
Daniel Hunter
action just came there.
Yeah, he just came in free. Here comes that big down. I mean, this is Pavan's first drive. After Golden having hardly any success on defense, if holding someone to 3 after last game, this is a win for Golden. He's got to get off the field. He's got to get the field goal team out there.
Pass rush doesn't get there this time, and Vick escapes. Oh, he slides down right near that yellow line. Did he actually get the first?
No, he didn't, and here comes decisions. It's your first drive. A lot of people just want to take 3, hey, get points, feel comfortable. It's 4th and 1. You have all these abilities on offense. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for it.
Well, that's a very interesting call. He is not going to take out the pitchfork for the heart of Golden. He will instead just rev up his kicker and bang it in from 42. But you're still calling this a win here for Golden, right?
I am, and I'm calling it a win, honestly, both ways, because even though Golden scored 17 points last game, that last 7 was lucky. It was a tip that could have been a pick for a touchdown. He really held him to 10 points all game. Now, Golden has to be better on offense. I was so impressed. If you're at home, watch Pavan on defense, mix in the splits, and even watch when the wide receiver on offense was on the solo side, he will blitz that corner lined up on a solo island and have his safety roll his coverage over the top to that side.
Yeah, Pavan knows what he's doing defensively. Almost pitched a shutout in the club championship this past year. Jay scored on a 4th and 2 with 20 seconds left in that one. That secondary for Pavan is elite. But Torrey Holt is able to grab it and scamper out of bounds for the first down for Golden.
Okay, so unlike last game, Golden was trying to roll out, deep bomb, roll out, deep bomb. He realized second game, I'm not going to get the deep bomb. I can still run it, but I got to hit my checkdowns, and that's what he did. The playmaker ability on Torrey Holt, playmaker him right, and got 22 yards off a little hitch.
Two guys who, if you add them up, are not even 40 years old combined. Pavan, 19 years old. Golden just turned 20. One of them will get the final shot to get into the Madden Bowl. Michael Vick in the coverage. Torrey Holt has got it, and he fights free near the 35.
If you're a comp player, you realize this is what happened. Pavan clicked on, went up. Thought he was going to get clicked on his corner. It could have been a pick if he got clicked on the right guy. However, it clicked him on his top safety. He ran away from the ball, and it ended up being a big game.
But this time, Michael Vick goes down and goes down hard. It is Derek Brooks doing jumping jacks for Pavan.
Derek Brooks might have got the sack, but he blitzed. You have to watch at home. Watch the solo guy. He just blitzed him on the last down. Just keep watching this. If you're a defensive guy, just really look what Pavan's doing on defense. It's super impressive.
Got Jerome Baker back there, too, to kind of gum up the middle. Here's Vick. Got to get rid of it, and does. Flings it towards the end zone. Ross has got it taken away from him. It's Porter. And Tracy Porter will wiggle upfield. Oh, man, what a defensive play by Pavan.
Huge play by Pavan, but Golden's got to be better. That's a great play. If you're at your own 30 or 40, you can't run coverage beaters from your opponent's 30 or 40, though, on the other side, because it runs out of real estate, and he had to, like you see, the ball was underthrown. He had to come back to the ball, and it was intercepted.
Tracy Porter, who's known for big interceptions and big moments. Go back to Super Bowl 44 against Peyton Manning. And for Pavan, there was a key fourth quarter pick he got out of Tracy Porter earlier today to beat Yardstick.
Yes, that Tracy Porter, that's a great card. It's got 99 speed. It's low cap. Great player.
Every single player in this field, save for one of them, has Tracy Porter card. And literally everybody has Marshawn Lattimore, the other New Orleans Saint of note. Everybody used the Lattimore card in this tournament.
And you look at Deecroft chilling. If you're at home, we're playing a game called Madden, obviously, but the mode is salary cap. We have to budget to fit under a certain cap, and Lattimore and Tracy Porter are two of the cheapest, best corners in the game.
And Golden could use a step up from one of them right now, because it's already 3-0 for Pavan. Winner of this game goes forward to the Madden Bowl. And Vick will boogie upfield and slide right at midfield to move the chains yet again.
Pavan looks super comfortable. I mean, everything's going his way. I love what he's doing with Torrey Holt. I love the playmaker. I thought at first, I figured, you know, you're probably wasting cap on that ability if you really don't know how to use it. He knows exactly how to use it and win.
Safe route here to Cribbs. And I got to bring this up, Skimbo, because you look at the career for Pavan. He has thrown almost as many picks as touchdowns in his Madden lifetime, but he's in a volume business, right? He'll take risks, and all you usually need is one or two to pay off. Does he take those risks now in this kind of game?
I don't think so. Honestly, as far as I know Pavan, he's known to take check down after check down, and there's that ability, that playmaker ability to just go straight up. Like I said, if you're at home, get you a playmaker ability on a wide receiver, because it'll do stuff like that on a drag, and you'll get 10 yards. But Pavan, I've always been impressed. He will take his underneath, but when you're caught sleeping, he's already done it twice, he will go over the top for the big play touchdown.
I saw him do that with Josh Cribbs right away in the first of these now 2 games between Pavan and Golden. Final in the first game was 24-17 for Pavan. And he's working as Michael Vick upfield, sliding down near the 30.
Yeah, so Golden finally is coming out in a good formation versus that run-heavy formation Pavan's coming out in. So Pavan recognizes that, and he's looking for a rollout touchdown, big play next time it happens again, just like he did there.
You know, if he can even hold him to a field goal here, not to be a dork about it, but you're going to have the ball back before the half if you're Golden, and you get the second half kickoff too. You'll have 2 straight possessions being down only 6-0, right?
Josh, if he holds them to a field goal, that's another win. It's the bend but don't break. I mean, Pavan is super comfortable right now.
Vic trying to make something happen. He finds Torrey Holt. Wow. First and goal coming up.
I feel like I just keep saying it. You people at home, just watch Torrey Holt someplace. He playmakered him to the right. He playmakered him to the left. He rolls left and then playmakers him up. It was a hitch or a drag to start with that's supposed to get you 2 yards, but with that playmaker ability going straight up, he gained about 20 to 30 yards on that play.
Remember, Holt with a big 4th and 1, 40-yard catch for Pavan against Yardstick earlier today. And yeah, that playmaker, the slot-o-matic, slot apprentice, he's just dripping. Is Torrey Holt with all these abilities.
It's smart.
Now the handoff. Oh, yeah, Winslow gets decked, but now you're taking time off the clock, right?
Okay, so this is lab work. I wouldn't be surprised if he passes the ball, even though I know he's trying to get this clock off, and he ran the ball, which great play at the 2-yard line. But I know Pavan's been working on a dot right here out of this run formation to be a touchdown because the red zone's the hardest place to score. However, with this and how he's out of timeouts, he'll probably just hand the ball off here again.
And we're talking the possibility of Kellen Winslow, right? I mean, again, a tight end by trade, but he's 6'5", 251, so if you need the battering ram.
Yeah, and here he is again.
Torrey Holt, the man in motion, going tighter to the line. Winslow dragged down shy of the goal line, inches shy.
Big stop right there. Shout out to Golden for not coming out in a freaking 1 DT and everyone else is a DB on your field. He actually came out in a run-stopping formation as he has this game. He stuffed him. He's going for it. Oh, gosh, okay.
Inside the 1-yard line, Skimbo. Obviously the play of the tournament so far. Pavan, Golden,
this is huge.
Right near the goal line here.
Is he really going to snap this ball?
Winslow! Come on!
He is, and it's Winslow who marches forward with a touchdown for Pavan.
Oh my gosh, Pavan, you're a savage for that. A lot of Madden players are probably going to take 3 there. You know, I've had great defense all day. He's trying to end it again early. Going up 2 possessions and how Golden's been playing offense, that is going to be really tough to come back, and you're not having good defense to stop Pavan.
We talked about how loyalties go out the window in a tournament like this. The Raiders guy using a Chargers guy to get to a 10-0 lead. And we'll take a look at our Snickers replay of that touchdown.
It doesn't matter. You got to get it how you do. Winslow right there, just as he has in the first game, in this game, Winslow, everyone's going to be talking about this fullback dive. Why didn't you have defense for it? Hey, easier said than done.
Pavan's always been pretty good with that halfback or fullback dive, it seems. He used to use James Devlin for that. He's found something in Winslow now.
Yeah, it's just that's your tight end, and that's who you're putting at fullback, and that's just how it works sometimes.
Well, still 47 seconds left here, but no timeouts for Golden, who needs to win this one to go forward.
Oh, man, good play.
And, ooh, right on the sidelines, and that one-hand catch get down.
No, it did not. He didn't get his feet in bounds. Don't be surprised if Pavan sends a little heat. Watch that left corner.
Well, you at least want the 3 points here, right? You got to get it past midfield, get near that 40 to have a shot. In the coverage, oh, incomplete. He bulleted that ball over the middle, and it came away.
Well, I think that was Tyreek Hill, and he doesn't have any abilities. So, you know, he didn't catch the ball. So now he just switched John Ross over there, because if that was John Ross, he would have caught the pass.
And again, Skimbo's not saying that the real Tyreek Hill has no abilities. It's just that literally in this particular game of Madden, it went the other way to Ross with abilities. And ooh, is that in or out? That's a pick for Ed Reed.
It's a bag out here. Pavan's, as a defensive player, and a lot of people don't think this, if you are a defensive player at home, you have to admire what he's doing on defense, sending corners that are on an island, calling coverage, and everyone's blanketed. Everything Pavan is dialing up is working, and don't be surprised, he might take a shot.
Yeah, even if you get 3 points, why not? Vic hurries it out of bounds. But we talked earlier, Skimbo, about how The 99 cap, Ed Reed. Puts a secure tackler on him, and he is Ed Reed anyway. That's just a huge card to play for Pavan.
And he's really fast. I believe he's about 98 speed, 99. Not sure. Haven't played since I lost, to be honest. But Pavan's not slowing down. He has routes on the field to get over the top of both sides.
Wow, and Torrey Holt able to hang on. Michael Vick for Pavan is 7 out of 8.
Yeah, you know, I had a feeling this was going to happen after the first game. Pavan, he's chilling, man. Anything he calls is working. Everything he's labbed and worked on with these route concepts, corner routes, post routes, I mean, everything is just on point.
Clock ticking, and on the sidelines, there's Torrey Holt. So now forget about 3. You might get 7. You got 17 seconds left.
You might, but the job is done. You wanted 3, you got 3. If you get 7, it's a bonus. You definitely can't throw a pick. Golden, he's got to stop letting him roll out of the pocket. If you're like there we go. He finally has to contain on the right side.
And Holt will zigzag out of bounds. Now, Skimbo, he's down to the 14-yard line here.
Just be careful. If it's there, obviously take it, but do not force anything. You're in so much control. You don't want to give your opponent any momentum.
He won 24-17 to force this reset game, did Pavan, who, remember, loves that role of underdog. I think he really enjoyed that he had to win 3 times today, and Golden only had to win once. Tell him he can't do something, he'll do it, and he does it here to Torrey Holt.
Just forget it. He went for the kill shot right there. 17 zip going in the half. Huge play, corner route, post route. Solo guy was on a post. Just too many routes to guard with one user. And Golden, I don't even know where he went.
Well, Pavan is bringing sand to the beach at this point now. He's already looking fine, and now he's looking finer with 150 first-half passing yards from Michael Vick.
He's putting on a clinic. He's showing why he's won a $100,000 tournament. He's showing why he's one of the best. He is, guys. I know he's fighting to be in the final 16 with the other players. Pavan's a top 10 Madden player, top 5 Madden player, I think, just about every year because he labs with the best and he puts in the time, and he's a good player for himself.
Now keep in mind, Golden is going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the one good thing in his favor. But obviously, down 17-0 in a must-have game. That is suboptimal for the 20-year-old Will Andrews out of Haw River, North Carolina.
And I don't see anything changing anytime soon. I don't know, man. I'm not saying this because he beat me, okay? But it's disappointing when you run such a great defense versus my bunch that I run, and you run this nickel normal match concept, and you come out here today and you don't run it once, and you get completely carved up 2 games, and you're not switching your defense. I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about that.
One last shot. It will be taken away, and that is the end of the first half. Pavan looking good. Trying to go forward, get back to that Madden Bowl. His opportunity is, well, pretty much right at hand.
I mean, he's got the whole world in his hands, right? I mean, I know Golden gets the ball to start the half, but, I mean, until I see something in these, honestly, the first 2 plays of a new dot, a new route combo, a new something, I mean, Pavan, he's just in full control.
Can he stay in control? Can he hold the door? Right now, he's up by 17 on Golden. The winner of this one moving on to Madden Bowl. Come back, we'll see how it finishes. Welcome back to our Grand Finals reset. It is the last chance qualifier. We've got 1 seat still left at the table for Madden Bowl. And Pavan, well, son, you look good right now. He needed to win 3 games today. He's won 2 already. He's up 17-0 right now. 2 quarters left. And Michael Skimbo, Pavan, who of course has a lot of a history of success as a Madden player. The mere fact that he had to be in the LCQ, I know it's humbling, but he's showing the receipts here, taking care of business.
I think all he's shown is that he's a champion. As I said earlier, he won $100,000 at a tournament. He won a belt. So what does a champion do when his back, is on the wall? Like, you got to fight. You got to get out of it, and he did. But let me talk about Golden real quick. There is one positive that he has. He gets ball at halftime.
Yeah, he's got Michael Vick. He's got Tyreek Hill. He's got John Ross. He's got Torrey Holt, who you predicted, Skimbo, would be the major player today in this bracket of the tournament, with guys like Golden and Pavan running out the major abilities. Torrey Holt card, that could be a real difference maker, and so far you're right.
Yeah, and like I talked about, and Pavan's really doing good with that slot-o-matic and the playmaker. And my guy back home who plays Madden named Joke, he loves those abilities. He talks about it all the time. He thinks those are good for the game, and so do I. I love how they're using them.
Well, the pass game had better be there. Not a single rushing yard yet for Golden. He doesn't really have time to run the ball anyway now, down 17. Remember, we play 5-minute quarters here in competitive Madden.
Yeah, but that runoff is not like other Maddens. You guys at home, if you haven't played Madden, notice what happens to our clock after every play. There's a runoff this year, so we can't, the games aren't as long. Games go by pretty quick.
And Vick has to shuttle this one out of bounds. Michael Vick only 5 of 11 for Golden. The Michael Vick that Pavan's using has been much better.
Yeah, and it's just been really good for him. I think what Golden does, and the clock's not going to work for him, he really needs to just dink and dunk, get the underneath stuff.
There you go. Just as you called it, he finds Logan to move the chains. And you're down 3 scores, right? And you've got essentially 9 minutes left to get there.
Yeah, but it's just this Madden's different with that runoff. As you see, we're already at 20 seconds, and now he's going for a big play. But honestly, it might be, could have been an interception. But Golden, I know it's too late. You're down 17-0, but the underneath, it's been there all game. But you're just so obsessed with going for deep plays. And I make the same mistake as well, that I'm just so locked in on deep plays, I forget the underneath was open all day.
Well, there's underneath again. It reminds me a little bit, Skimbo, and you can appreciate this because the Colts and your Patriots played so often. Peyton Manning would go on these 16-play drives, right, completing all these 8-yard passes. And they wouldn't make mistakes. They'd get it downfield. That's great, but Golden doesn't have time to do that.
Yeah, he doesn't have time. He should have done this in the beginning. But also, you gotta realize, Pavan is completely okay with him doing this too. It's like the only way he's gonna move the ball, in my opinion, is doing this. And Pavan's okay with that because he knows. Look at the clock. We're already at 16 seconds. If they show it on a complete pass and he's in bounds, just watch when he comes out of the huddle where that clock goes to.
Pavan, the belt winner, a guy who certainly has a lot of ability himself with a stick, and he uses it there, dragging down Golden's Michael Vick.
Yeah, and you see it goes from 36 to 26. That's 10 seconds. We're almost to 15 seconds before he calls a play. It's going to be over 20 seconds that just got ran off. The clock's just not in his favor.
Ooh.
That Vick scramble, he takes an elbow right to the thorax right there, and will sit down with a 3rd and 2, a must-make 3rd and 2. 4-down territory, obviously, now.
Everything's 4-down territory from here on out.
Oh, how do you not hang on to that?
Well, I think I can tell you. I believe that's because, was that one of his 10-cap wide receivers? As I said,
yeah.
You have 3
Andre
wide
Holmes,
receivers.
yeah.
You have 3 wide receivers, guys, in salary cap. We don't have good backups. You got to realize that guy's probably 80 speed with 50 catching traffic. I'm talking the worst stats you can have in the game is what that wide receiver had. So at home, you're like, you can say, oh, why did he drop the ball? That's exactly why.
Yeah, because it's the 10-cap Andre Holmes. That's a good call by you. So maybe the right route, just with the wrong guy. And now a must-have 4th and 2 for Golden.
Is he going to really burn a timeout right here, or is he going to quick snap something?
Boy, right there with a second left to get it away. He got it away.
Right here. End the game right here. End the game right here.
To keep his dream alive. Oh, no. Down goes Michael Vick, wearing Ed Reed. I know there's a minute 51 to go here, brother, but this looks like it's going to be Pavan's day.
I mean, that was not the best play call. It was 4th and 2. You needed a 2-yard to 5-yard play. there was not a single route on the field that was under 15 yards to throw to.
Now, winter is coming, and coming pretty quickly now for Golden. They put it in Game of Thrones terms, because Pavan, already up 3 scores, can now just eat some clock, right? And even if he doesn't punch it in for the touchdown, you kick that field goal, you're up 20-0.
I hope I don't see Pavan even throw the ball, because the best thing that could even happen is a pick 6, because that, honestly, from what I've seen, that's the only way Golden will score.
And very wisely, he's going to take time off that clock. He's got Samuels with Kellen Winslow as the fullback here. Some very creative rostering going on from Pavan, and it's worked for him all day. A day where he's had to win 3 times. He is 2/3 of the way home. He'll take it all the way down to zeros on that play clock.
No bueno.
Not a bad, delay gain, obviously, but Pavan out here, he's stunting. He was going to call a pass play. He was going to go for a touchdown right there. I saw his route concepts. Now he's going to run the ball. He was feeling himself, and he should be feeling himself. You're up 17-0. You're about to go to the Madden Bowl. The whole playbook's open for him right now.
A Raiders guy with swagger? I've never heard of such a thing. And he is looking to throw.
We still got a touchdown. We still got a touchdown.
Yes, sir,
Let's go,
Torrey
man.
Holt one more time back in the end zone. And this thing is all but over.
Let's go.
I'm telling you, he's feeling himself. And that's always been how Pavan's been, though. When you think it's a run, you think it's a short passing down, he will bomb you over the top. He'll notice there's a broken coverage, and he will get his big plays. He's honestly, if you watch back his games where he's won some big games, he is one of the best in the world at thinking. I call it thinking backwards. You think I'm going to go for something underneath? You think I'm going to run the ball? No, I'm going to pop one over the top.
Well, Pavan, who has already struck oil, just keeps on drilling. And honestly, it's kind of fun to watch, unless, of course, you're Golden right now. And actually, the guy who's Golden, of all things, is Pavan. He's right here in the driver's seat to be sitting down at that table when it really matters for Madden Bowl coming up. Well, and that should pretty much do it, as Brooks will grab it and high step it the other way. He'll just lie down as Pavan is in complete control.
I'm going to say this, and I wanted to make this comment earlier. The reason why Pavan beat Yardstick the very first game was not because of this offense you're seeing. It was because of his defense on how he could shut down the run. I thought that if something happened with Golden, he would see that Yardstick had so much success when he would blitz 6, 7, 8 at Pavan. He took so many sacks. He was uncomfortable. He's running a defense Pavan just loves to carve up.
Well, Pavan is so close to pay dirt now. Can actually add to a 24-0 lead and just kind of waltz to that table that we've been talking about. Get on to that Madden Bowl, where, of course, he's been before.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we see true clock. I hope we don't see another pass, run the ball, and oh my God, he's passing the ball. He really wants to rub it in.
Yeah, Pavan, and we talked about the Madden championships that he's won as the Raiders, and that's wholly appropriate, I think. Madden, of course, was a longtime Raiders coach before he became a TV star and video game icon. And the Raiders have known no other champion. Madden 18, Madden 19, Madden 20. It's been Pavan as a franchise club winner every time.
Yeah, he's a great champion. He's a great player. He's a great person. He's good to talk to, too. But you know what? You're on ESPN2. Why do I have to hold back, right? I got all these bags of tricks. I feel like I'm a great player. I want you guys to keep seeing what I'm doing with this Torrey Holt and this playmaker.
Yeah, spread those peacock feathers, right? And maybe just psychologically, Skimbo, I mean, you can speak to this better than I can. You serve notice to the rest of that field. There's 15 other players now that have got to be thinking, uh-oh, looks like Pavan's back.
Yeah, I mean, no one wanted Pavan to win this game. He's a top player. I can't say it enough. He's very prepared, smart by taking a field goal here. He's prepared on both sides of the ball.
And that vignette that we showed you at the very top of Pavan's first game, where he kind of mugged for the camera and said, I haven't gone anywhere. Dude was right. It ain't bragging if he can back it up.
You know, I didn't know what I thought about that video. You know, I was like, okay, you know, it is what it is. But maybe Golden saw it, and maybe that's why this is happening. Maybe it did strike fear into someone.
You just watch his body language. Pavan, I mean, just chewing the gum, just kind of chilling right now. Like, yeah, I had this all the way. Why did you guys even think it was a thing?
Yeah, I mean, we watched the video. He hasn't gone anywhere.
That ball falling incomplete. A 27-0 wipeout. And again, Golden only needed to win once. We got to remind everybody, he had 2 shots to win 1 time. Pavan had no margin for error at all. 1 loss and he was done. Would not go to Madden Bowl. But not only has he been winning, progressively here, Skimbo, he's been getting better and better in terms of just rubbing it in. It was 10-3, then 24-17. Now it's 27-0.
Yeah, I mean, Golden's going to look back and he's going to realize every route, for the most part, he put on the field was over 15 yards. And anytime he had routes that were underneath that, he had good plays. He got yards, just like right there. He actually got the first down. Anytime he had short plays, short routes, they were wide open. He just decided that he wanted to have a deep play every down.
Vick almost falling down as he flings that one out of bounds. And again, the Michael Vick version for Golden is now under 50% on completions. And, you know, you've got Ed Reed out there for Pavan. You've got the rest of that lockdown secondary. Plus, his stick work is just so good.
Yeah, and it doesn't make sense why you would spend so much cap on an agile extender, which means breaking a blitzing corner, when you're not even sending all your routes. People who like to send out a bunch of routes, they're the ones that want to use that ability because they know someone's coming in free off the edge and they can get away from it. He has max protected basically this whole game and only sent out 3 routes.
Well, Vick going in reverse. At least we'll keep this alive for a little bit. If Golden's going to go down in flames, why not just reach out one last time and try to do something memorable? That wasn't it.
I'm disappointed. You do all that with your Michael Vick and you throw the ball away? You're down 27-0. You just made it look like back when you're playing with your boys and people used to run back forever and then try to make a play, and you throw the ball away. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, Ed Reed, why not? The user pick to seal the deal. And he'll just run around for a while. Well, pull up a chair, Pavan. You've got the last seat at the table for this year's Madden Bowl. Congratulations.
Congratulations to him, and I appreciate him keeping it classy there. He could have tried to make a play, scored a touchdown. He went down, kept it classy, and he's in the Madden Bowl now.
And the new normal, as we wrap it up here, Michael Skimbo, normally these guys would fist bump, they'd hug each other, and obviously the new normal now says no, we're all very much separated from each other. Pavan's got 1 person allowed in that room, and there's the handshake. He has gotten it done in a big, big way. And Skimbo, I know you've got to be impressed. Pavan indeed is back in business.